So we did have Majalis, but not in the present format. But in the time of Imam Rada alayhi salam, he said, we'll have a Majlis for Hussain alayhi salam, Majlis al-Hussain. So this name for the Majalis that we have, it was Imam Rada alayhi salam, he used the word Majlis. I've read in some books of history, historical books, that they say that the word Majlis was used for the Majlis of Imam Hussain alayhi salam by Imam Rada alayhi salam. And it established as a trumpet. And we have Rayyan ibn Shabib, the riwayat where the Imam says, Ibn Shabib in kunta bakiyan ala shayin fakkir. So we have detailed traditions and masail established in the form of a majlis in the time of Imam Rada.
So this is the early stages of a majalis, but you very specifically said it's not in the current form.
Yeah.
So what made this progress happen? What made this change happen?
So over the years, the history evolves. And then, the Shayyo, the Shia spread from Medina and to Iraq, and from Iraq to Iran, to the Arab world, and came out of the Arab world. And as it evolved, as it went further, as it progressed, it evolved. And it took up different cultures. So for example, Sharia says this is halal. How you cook it, there is no law on it in Sharia. So is there an Islamic culture? There's a whole debate. So Aza is basically based in culture. Every culture has its own way of expressing their grief and their happiness.
Definitely.
So when it went into when it progressed, when it spread, it took up different cultures. And in the past few centuries, we have now formulated a methodology where we begin with recitation of Quran, for example, and then we have some reciters come in, and then a scholar comes in and gives a speech where he would, for example, say tafsir or hadith or history or something like that, or aqaid, theology, kalam. He will have, and then at the end he will recite, either himself or someone else will come and do the musiba, as you call it in Arabic, or masaib in Urdu and Farsi, or Rawd Khani, the sad part. So this evolved over the years. In the beginning, they did not have all of those. They only had, for example, poetry, the masaib. And we don't have proofs where people would sit down and give, like a 2-hour detailed majlis or something like that. We do have proofs where the Imam would say, yes, do mu'idha or something like that. Brief mu'idha. But it wasn't like everything wasn't timed or under session. So this has evolved over the centuries.